Welcome back to the Red Bull Campus Clutch, our second semi-final. We are about to find out who will face off against Softgang in the grand finals and win the opportunity to represent South African universities overseas in the big international competition. Softgang got their spot, and now VALORUNTS takes on LUNAR. So VALORUNTS, the favorites of this competition, they are an amalgamation of some of the best players and best teams in South Africa, facing off against LUNAR, who are the wild dark horses. And we're playing on Icebox first. No surprise, LUNAR's picked their favorite map. But the problem here is VALORUNTS, they don't miss their shots. We saw it earlier, Senior Jelly. I'm going to struggle with this one because on both sides, I've got some of my favorites are going to be playing against each other.
Unfortunately, so for you, that is definitely the case. So WRG Theory here is going to be over on the Jet. And if I just go over to look once more over at the team compositions that we have here, Standard, once again for LUNAR. This is the same composition that they played with previously. This time they're going to be starting over on attack though. And then if we go over to VALORUNTS, Caesar opting for the Cypher here, which is not usually what you see on Icebox. Usually you would see a Killjoy in place of the Cypher, so it is already a bit of like a pet pick. Pledgy, of course, he's playing with the Viper. So Viper's extremely powerful here at the moment. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be Viper and Sage over on B side. Pledgy needs to make sure he's able to line up nicely, which he definitely is able to.
Just to confirm, I do believe African Bot, who we were watching earlier, has gone back to his original in-game nick of Theory. So I don't get to make funny jokes about him anymore. But he is facing off against Senior Jelly, so we've got those two incredible shots on either side. You're looking at Senior Jelly right now on attack for LUNAR. This is their favorite map. They've said that they have a very unique, chaotic play style. The question is going to be, can VALORUNTS shut that down?
We'll have to see if that's possible already. Caesar finds Spite, and a lot of work being done here from Simply with his utility purely. Cloaks over on the Sage once again, healing himself here.
Nice quick plant from LUNAR. That was really clever. Get the pressure on nice and early. But as I say that, Caesar takes one, he takes two. Can he get that third player down? He's trying to find him. Look at that. That was so fast. The plant came in and then the plant was defused. There it is. The first round is going to VALORUNTS.
And there it goes. Interesting fumble over there. Caesar trying to find the side of Jelly, but managed to get it in the end. And VALORUNTS, of course, are going to be able to buy up from the Caesar, getting 4 kills. Cloaks stealing his ace in midway through the round. But of course, this is only the beginning on Icebox. And already, if we look at the arsenal that players are going to be coming out with, Fury actually opting for the Marshall and seems to be wanting to play B for the long sideline so he can actually utilize this weapon. Pledgy going to be setting up for B once again, and that looks like where the attackers want to send their team.
Now we just wait. What is the game plan from LUNAR? VALORUNTS playing on defense, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Just waiting to see what the push is. Now VALORUNTS told me earlier that this was their least favorite map because they hadn't adapted to the new Viper Astra meta. Doesn't matter for them though, because LUNAR's not playing that.
Not at all. And distracted by the bot, but Vet Cadet doesn't actually
Spike carrier down. This is not good. They've got that spike carrier down, and this is going to be tough for LUNAR now. They've got to pick up the spike, and they've got to get rid of all these VALORUNTS players. Theory pops off again. Hello, welcome to the party. While that was all happening, we saw someone else go. Senior Jelly now. He's got to out-frag Theory. That's what's happening. And is he going to be able to do it? He picks up the spike, moves away. Good play from them. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Jelly, you've got everyone coming for you. VALORUNTS takes it again. They are here. They mean business. They want a position in the grand finals. They told us that before the competition. They simply flew home on his own bank. He came from America, flew home to South Africa to compete in this final because as far as he was concerned, this was the opportunity to get his team over there. We said it earlier, an amalgamation of some of the best teams, and Simply also said he bought his American organization's playbook all the way home as well.
So definitely all the odds stacked up against LUNAR, but they are still finding quite a few picks in these rounds. So hopefully their attack can stay consistent and they can probably push things through. But We'll have to see if that's possible. Of course, on the buy now, Senior Jelly, their star player, opting to go with a Vandal here. And we still only have a soft buy, or as we call it, a bonus round, coming in from the side of, oh my word, Theory gets rid of the Vandal with a fantastic headshot, threading the needle and backing off, taking some falling damage, but that's not a problem when you get a pick like that.
The two big fraggers going out, and for this round, Fury takes the victory because Senior Jelly didn't stand a chance. LUNAR down to 3, 2.5, really, as I say that, down to 2.
Enemy remaining.
VALORUNTS is just cleaning up. That chaotic play style means nothing to them, and this is the thing, right? And it was something that LUNAR said to us earlier. They said that their biggest downfall will be a team that's able to put order to the chaos. And the truth of the matter is, it's not even about putting order to the chaos. VALORUNTS is just faster. They shoot faster, they see you faster, they're clicking the mouse quicker, they're taking you down. You can't be chaotic if you're dead.
Finer words could not be said, Sam. By all means, I have to say that with Caesar holding down the site on A with Cypher, his traps have just been thwarting their push, and then as soon as there's anything slowing them down, there's just the absolute speed momentum that VALORUNTS are able to put in play. So, of course, posturing over through to mid now. They want to change things up. Of course, Theory boosted up on top of ramp here just to get a few picks. And the buy is actually a little bit scuffed on the side of Softgang, so even though there's going to be someone up top, I don't know how much Senior J can actually do with it, especially when Caesar's waiting for them.
Caesar set up all his trap wires on A, but I think he knew that he had some of his teammates waiting on B. This is really good. The way that VALORUNTS does this is they split up, so they make sure, look at those pop-offs just coming and coming and coming. They split themselves up really well. They make sure that they've secured A, so they'll know if someone comes on, then they all are waiting on B. They're kind of just shutting this map down. Icebox is easy to do that. Because of those narrow areas between the two bomb sites, if you can shut down bomb site A, which they did with the trap wires, move everyone onto B, you've kind of got a situation where you can completely take control, and it is now 4-0 to VALORUNTS. They've done just that.
And looking at the utility, the weaponry, absolutely everything that they're coming out with, I mean, Theory with an operator is just not something you want to be going up against. And away from that, Cloaks is still sticking to his Bulldog. He's happy to stay on that because he knows that economically wise, it actually works out just fine for him. He's going to keep walling off tunnel here so they can't push through. He can get a kill them if they decide to go that way. And of course the attackers are hoping to try to find an early pick, but Theory's waiting for it. Gets the operator shot. Of course, Spike does fall down behind at least, but no one's gone back to get it just yet.
Well, I think that the problem is going back, you know that they're all waiting for you to do just that. The moment you go back, wait, Senior Jelly, he tried, he failed. The moment you go back, someone's waiting. They've got sight on that. They're waiting for you. They've got that line of sight. They know that you need to fetch it. Doesn't matter though. Look at this. I just want to say we're hyping up VALORUNTS a lot, but look at the picks that LUNAR does get. So credit to them. They're getting the picks. I think they're just struggling. This organized defense from VALORUNTS is confusing them because I think that their chaotic playstyle normally works to kind of upset the other team, shake them up a little bit. The problem with VALORUNTS is I think that they're all robots and they don't have an emotion. So they don't feel, they're just here to play.
I do feel, however, that not going for the bomb here from Problem is, well, Problem as simply takes operated. He pulled it off of Theory's dead hands. Comes out and wins the round off with it.
Okay, so it's 5-0 on Icebox. This is, of course, LUNAR's pick. They're going to be feeling... This is the other thing, right? So their chaotic playstyle could probably shake a team right in the beginning, but VALORUNTS had a chance to watch them play. Because they got to see we're all at the same venue, they got to sit on the couches, they got to watch that first round when we saw LUNAR go up against Sonops B, which meant that they could sit with that sneaky little Equinox playbook, flip through it a little bit and have a conversation, simply leading the team saying, you know what, we should probably do this or maybe we should do that. And it's now created a situation where they've just got this entire map on lockdown.
Oh, and right away, Senior Jelly using the Blade Storm, trying to go up tunnel, but of course that's walled off thanks to, oh my word, my names are just not working out, but it's thanks to Cloaks, who does find Spike taking out their twin and taking out Raze while they're at it. Senior Jelly falls to Caesar's Vandal, and a trip just to close out that entrance as well.
One enemy
Christian
remaining.
does manage to get a pick, but not quite enough as, We're hearing all these like singular taps coming in from VALORUNTS.
Ring, ring, ring. Police, hello, hello. I have an emergency to report. There is a runaway train and it is flattening every member of LUNAR.
Oh man. Oh, LUNAR have to find a way to turn this around. There's
how? This is the question now.
That is
VALORUNTS are they are the team that everyone is afraid of, and full credit to LUNAR. They're putting up a good fight, but the truth of the matter is how do you stop the train when it is taking you down as it goes? That is going to be the question that SoftGang is going to be asking themselves as well when they're watching this is, okay, if VALORUNTS makes it through, how do we switch them off? LUNAR's probably thinking the same thing. They're getting the picks though. I mean, credit to them. They are getting the picks, but it's just not enough. The spike is down again. This is easy now. Just keep the line. Watch it. You can play a bit slower. Cloaks does it really well.
Last player standing.
Spite, you're on your own, friend. What are you going to do? 4 of those big guys just waiting for you.
Oh, look at this from Simply aggressively pushing up into the resurrection. Oh my. VALORUNTS looking so clean.
It is clean, it's neat, it's tidy, and did you expect anything less from some of the best players in South Africa? No, I did not. LUNAR is doing a good job though. It's not, I mean, I made the joke about the train, but they're getting the picks, they're doing what they need to do, and I think that it's important to give them that credit. They're probably far less experienced. I mean, they've told us before, they practice for maybe 30 to 60 minutes every day. They're just a bunch of friends who love playing this game. But unfortunately, now you're playing against a mixed team of players who want to turn this into the dream and do it full time.
Absolutely, I feel like something that they can definitely change early is Vecadet's always taking the bomb, and if he falls, it makes it so difficult for them to play. But why am I looking there when Theory is just this in the back line getting rid of 3 players alongside Simply? There's a flash, and Theory gets a headshot behind the flash, and
Theory.
Oh, Theory, played you just both.
How many times can I say nasty about you before it just gets old? But you are nasty in the way that you play. It's working though. 8-0 to VALORUNTS, and this has been going quick, fast. They are taking short work of this, doing what they can to just shut LUNAR down at every opportunity. I don't know what LUNAR can do to try to turn this around. Cloudburst, you play professionally. You faced off against some of these players. What's the solution?
Can I tell you what happens when I play against these players?
Do you close your eyes and cry? Because I would.
Pretty much. I get absolutely demolished. So whatever I say is just anecdotal. It's not going to actually give you the full story on what they need to do.
LUNAR, don't listen to Cloudburst. Just believe. Pray to the gods you believe in and hope for the best.
I'm trying to get the actual shot here, but right now, LUNAR just taking it so slow.
Okay, this is clever. Maybe change the pace up. It has been very fast, very aggressive, so maybe shake them up a little bit by slowing it down. Just go, okay, you know what, we're going to play this a little bit slower. You're maybe not going to see us coming. Theory, though, he can hear them. He knows they're around. He doesn't miss that. Hits Splat. And now, what else can he do? Problem sucks. Bringing in my favorite.
It's
not enough. Does nothing for him. Theory takes him down too. Theory. Are you
going to go have a talk to him?
I just want you to sit down for a little bit. Play nice, friend. This is a little bit insane right now. 9-0 to VALORUNTS. And the thing is, I have to remind you, if you're watching, that we saw LUNAR play against SonOpsB. We have to be very clear. They are one of the top 7 teams who made it here. They are by no means a weak team. This is just emphasizing the absolute dominance that VALORUNTS can have when you give them even a little bit of space. LUNAR, we watched them it was a game earlier, and they were phenomenal in the way that they played. So we know that they've got the skill and the talent, but it's just important to give credit to VALORUNTS for just this clinical, organized, good communication. How fast they take these players out, and Theory's going to do it again. As I say that, yes, Senor Jelly, shoot him in the head.
Okay, Senor Jelly could actually be caught in the fire of both Pledgy and Cloaks as they start moving forward. Or we can catch them unaware, but doesn't seem to be the case. Then you start pushing towards side. It is a 3 versus 3. Caesar still over on A in backside. Going to be catching Spite. Not ready for this. And same's happening to Senor Jelly. as now it's up to nobody but Problem Sucks, and he does have the bomb. He's so close, he's so far away from his players. Oh, some pre-firing from Cloak, stops, restarts the recoil, gets the kill.
10-0 to Valorants on Icebox, the pick of LUNAR. I can't even say this is a lesson in Valorant because it's going too fast for us to learn anything. This is what you're looking at. The team that every other team in this competition mentioned being afraid of. If I'm not mistaken as well, they also have, just to add some salt to the wound, if Softgang is watching or LUNAR can hear us, this is also the team that had the first Immortal and only Radiant player in South Africa in
That
them.
is correct. That is very much correct. They've been a dominant force pretty much since the beta, and they show no signs of stopping whatsoever. It's going strength to strength, and it looks like, by all means, their plans are to continue that throughout the rest of these finals. And if they get this map, it's just one more map to punch their tickets.
More salt? Shall I add more salt? I got told by Simply that this team doesn't even really practice that much together. They play a lot as individuals, they practice in their own competitive teams, but they don't spend a lot of time playing together, which you would never say looking at this.
Oh, okay, Problem Sucks finds 3 though. And on top of that, Vet Cadet. Okay, Caesar does get a kill on Problem Sucks, but Vet Cadet uses the Hunter's Fury to try and get some.
Come on, LUNAR,
some
bring
space.
it back.
Senior Jelly. He's going to be able to go through to B.
Senior Jelly,
Oh no.
I believe.
Thui using the neural theft now knows exactly where Jelly is. Jelly's the last player alive for LUNAR.
Not sure I believe anymore. Run, run, run.
30 seconds left on the clock. Senior Jelly needs to start finding some picks, but needs to walk over into the sightline of Cloaks as he is
They know
coming
where he
boosters.
is. They've been waiting. They're aware that he's coming. They're just going to sit there. I think Jelly knows that they know as well. So maybe the decision here is, let's not be aggressive. Let's just chill. Let's just wait, because we need some time to think about it. I don't think, though, that Valorant is going to let that happen. I think that they're going to go hunting.
And that's exactly what they're doing. It is hunting season. And okay, one kill for Senior Jelly, but he can't get the next one. Cloaks so quick with it.
That was fast, that was quick. I mean, we had that little bit of a moment where I thought maybe Jelly could stay off of it, but it just shows you the immense confidence of Valorant. They were like, nah, man, there ain't no hanging back. You come to play, you will play, and we will finish this off. 11-0 to Valorant. This is the last one before they swap sides, and they'll move from defense to attack. So interesting to see what will happen when they move, though based on this I don't think much of a change will happen. It'll probably be even faster. Now they just wait. They're waiting for LUNAR to come.
Get out of my way!
Oh, and look at this. Simply flash 1, flash 2. Do we see a flash 3? We do see a flash 3. Well, Pledgy just takes down 2 players off of that. Now in the air, Senior Jelly not going to work out all that much. Pledgy getting close to an ace, and oh, he's one off of a Thui.
Welcome to the top level of Valorant, LUNAR. I know you're not enjoying it right now, but I can assure you this will probably be the best game to learn in, because you have seen every play, every move, everything you need to do to be the best in South Africa, and that is why Valorant's players are considered that. We've swapped sides, but it is match point. This is an opportunity for Valorant to claim their first points in this series. It's an opportunity for LUNAR to possibly fight back. Could be we see Valorant play once as attackers, which is insane. But this is it. I want to see how fast this goes, though, because I think it will be... I think Valorant is going to do a super aggressive, very quick push. And you can see there, here they go. No patience, no time. They just want to move in. I think they're probably already getting a feel for where everyone is, and there they go.
Well, Pledgy's just running through the ghost. Cloak says kill to Jelly, and that's their star player gone. Pledgy managed to get the kill, but on 15 health is not that much, as Spite, once again, with the interesting angles on top of the wall. He's just grim walling, and simply has a fantastic shot on him with the Frenzy. And only 2 players remain to keep Icebox alive. Okay,
nicely done from Vet Cadet. Cloaks is down. He knows where the other was. It wasn't good enough. The spike has gone down. Christian stands alone. He is the only thing standing between Valorant taking this first map.
And they're not going for the plant. Well, they've already planted. What am I saying?
They've planted. They
They
just
planted.
Christian's got to make the decision. Christian, either you're going to go or you're going to hang out here. Or they're going to come find you. I mean, he's hoping they haven't, but they have. All three of them are coming for you. They are waiting. You take one down. There we go. One more. Can you do it? No, you can't. Caesar ends it for Christian, who stood brave. At the end, he stood brave. He took 2 down before he went a gentleman's way to go. VALORUNTS takes the first game in the semi-final. Icebox is theirs. And the next time these two teams meet, it will be on Haven, and that's VALORUNT's pick. So, I think it's time for us all to take a deep breath and get scared, because I think this next game is going to be terrifying. We'll see you in a bit. Map number 2 of our second semi-final here at the Red Bull Campus Clutch and Cloudburst. Icebox. It wasn't icy, it was on fire. VALORUNTS set down the flames and just burnt LUNAR to a crisp. And now we move to their map pick, Haven. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, we've seen them play Haven once up against Milk, and we were impressed with what Milk could do. But that was short-lived. As soon as they just turned the dial from off to on, I mean, it's more of a button than anything. They just absolutely
decimated. Do they even
decimated.
have a button? I feel like it's just, they just put on a pair of sneakers.
And they start running away with it.
Well, I mean, so I'm just trying to quickly check with Haven the score that they got, 13-1 to Milk, and Milk put on quite a fight. So now, what is the conversation that happens with LUNAR? Because that chaotic play style got shut down very fast. And obviously we know as well that VALORUNTS made it very clear their entire goal in this competition is they want to get noticed on the international stage. That's what they're aiming for, that's what they're going for, and in order to do that they need to win this competition. They've got to beat LUNAR, and then they've got to beat SoftGang. Right, we've seen what the defense looks like. What do we think of this?
Once again, a standard double duelist composition. The only difference here is instead of going with smokes, we do see the Viper for LUNAR, which, as I've said, Viper's buff recently is extremely powerful. Viper is actually looking to bring it down a bit. So it can be extremely strong, and Haven is no different in regards to where she is strong. However, if we look at what's happening on the other side of the fence, we've got a double duelist composition. They don't feel like going for the triple duelist that they opened up the tournament with. Instead, they're putting cloaks over onto the Sage. And I feel like it's just strength to strength for the side of VALORUNTS right now.
How does LUNAR defend this? I mean, it's 3 bomb sites, so that's the big tricky one. Quite a big map, lots of space between. What is the defense? I see them both going to A and C. I would have maybe pushed a little bit more into B. I feel like if you can control B, it gives you a lot of space to move around the map a little bit more.
So generally with B, it does definitely give you the space control, but the problem is that if you don't have at least 2 people on one of the other sites, you can be very easily overrun by the entrances that are available to the attackers. So what we are seeing here is just, I think LUNAR just trying to play it as safe as possible with their way of playing. And talking about safe as possible, you do see on the map, you can see the Viper lineup. It's just trying to cut the map a bit, now being used up. And Christian's going to wait in it for an entrant, where Nox simply going to be moving in. They did hear the shorty being used, and a pretty nice recon bolt as well. But they've already got a site. No kills just yet, and it's not even something they need. Walling off garage, the only entrance now is rattling all the way around, or dealing with things from the defender's spawn.
Already got the plant down as well. They've shut the site down really nicely, so any entries coming in, they're going to see you. Now they just have to wait. Unfortunately, LUNAR, the ball is in your court. They're going to force you to come to them, and that's scary because they've set themselves up really nicely. You can see that they're trying to get some intel. Don't know if it's going to help them very much.
I don't think so, because Theory here, 20 HP, going to get 1 kill. Does he get another? Senior Jelly actually managing to get 1 and healing up with the Devour. But oh my, Theory finds Jelly there.
Theory.
Oh man. Okay.
Unable to do it. But, I mean, LUNAR's got some picks here. Is it going to be enough, though, for them? It's unfortunately not. They're down to 1. It's just Christian left.
Oh, and
he tries, he fails. A little bit slower from VALORUNTS, but they still take that first round.
Yeah, I mean, losing 3 players in the process, not really that much of a problem on a save round because they would want to buy up here regardless. So, economy-wise, things are still looking absolutely fantastic for Valorant. And as you see, we've got some Spectres, we've moved over to... Okay, if Caesar buys a Phantom right now, I'm going to freak. I think that would be such an aggressive play. It's possible, but I'm not too sure about it really panning out. And on Lunar's side, we need see faster rotations. Christian spent the entire round on A when they already had the bomb planted over on C. Okay, Spite. Spite coming in with a interesting wall. Oh no, he didn't get it right. He can't. It is a one-way, but half of it's open, and Pledgy's going to be pushing through. Actually backing off.
Gets a little bit slower. The entire pace here is very different. Super slow.
Oh, Simply and Theory shooting at the same target, getting B site control. And Problem Sucks is not aware of Theory up in the air.
Caesar's planting now. Theory is just hanging around, looking for his picks. He's seen Jetty here. And remaining.
Pick onto Spite.
Some bullets in your face. Spite, eat those. And now they just wait. It's all up to Senor Jelly.
He's on his own. All he has is a Ghost and 1 Leer, but it looks like we're going to be seeing a save here, which the little bit of cash he can save here is going to at least pay off in the long run.
The problem with this is, I want to say run away, but I know for a fact that Valorant likes to go hunting, and they're going to be looking. So, what do you do to stay away from them? I think that he might be able to do it. It seems that Senor Jelly has figured out, I say that Theory can smell him. Can you smell him?
Okay, Theory doesn't really find him directly, and I don't think he's going to be able to get a pick through this either.
Senor Jelly lives to see another round. 2 to Valorant. Here we go.
So, I must say, as you said, a lot slower. Definitely a different pace to play at. But at the same time, now we've seen Valorant win in 2 different paces. Aggressively and extremely slowly. So now the case is, have they just sussed Luna out? Have they just been, hey, let's try 2 different strategies to see how it goes? And now they're just going to be dominant? I mean, not that these 2 rounds haven't been dominant, but, or is Luna going to be able to at least stop this a little bit? Of course, we do see Caesar over here with the bomb.
The problem is when you slow your pace down like this, with Valorant slowing their pace down, they force Luna to slow their pace down. And we know that Luna doesn't like to play slow. Oh,
they're already pushing through.
No. Look at this. Valorant.
Oh, and there's only 1 player here. Christian is the only player on A. He's going to peek, almost getting killed. He does get a headshot, but it's not enough. And now it's all up to Senor Jelly, who gets shot in the back as he's trying to run away. A flawless victory to take 3 rounds up.
Valorant's told us they want to go overseas. They want to be the winner of this. They want that overseas plane ticket, and they are proving their points. Also, talking about planes, they also know that they have a plane ride home. That leaves at a very specific time tonight to get some of them back to Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken, which means they might speed this up a little bit for that as well, so that they can get some more time in the grand finals. I'm sure that's going through the back of their heads. Missing your flights is always a little bit nerve-wracking, so they're possibly considering that as well. And here they go again.
Okay, so Problem Sucks holding Garage with the Spectre. If we do see Cloaks pushed into this, the curveball could be very... Oh no, it bounces back to him. He's going to try it again, and no, he's too late. Caesar pushing through alongside Cloaks. They're going to get Garage control, and with that as well, Senor Jelly will get 1 pick, but Cloaks moving in through Garage.
It's also important to note that those abilities make a noise when you set them off. So the moment you've set them off, they knew someone was there. They might not have known where you were, but they were well aware that there was some sound, and they were well aware that you were coming. And then they can set themselves up. And this is the problem. You cannot afford, against a team like Valorant, to miss throw like that, because they will find you straight away.
Oh, absolutely. And there we have it. Caesar taking down Spite as the final player on Luna. 4 rounds up. We're moving to round 5, and Valorant's... You used the train analogy earlier, and I think it's the same thing.
It's like a rocket ship now.
Oh, there goes my joke. I was going to give a whole choo-choo because we're leaving the station, but rocket ship, let's get your jetpacks ready, get your astronaut suit on.
The problem with Valorant is that they've gone already. We could leave the station, but we wouldn't be able to catch up with them. They are just I mean, that was the rocket ship out of this world.
Get out of my way!
Revealing area.
And the question is, does it continue? Is Lunar able to get around on the board?
Do you see what I'm seeing? It's Theory with
Theory.
Blade Storm.
There we
Doesn't
go.
see the players. No ways. Gets taken down. At least his
Theory?
teammates there to back him up.
Just remember that the best shooters have to fall sometimes.
That was so cinematic. Okay, so now C bomb is planted for Valorant. And now Pledgy wants to push into garage. There's probably a player there. Very, very clean headshot there. Fantastic crosshair placement. And I can't quite say the same for Caesar in the situation, as now it is up to only Christian and Problem Sucks to try and turn this around. Christian falls from a tiny little engagement here from Pledgy. Now Pledgy wants to do the same for Problem Sucks. He falls and that messes up his recoil. He switches to the Ghost and he still wins the duel.
Oh, Pledgy. That was just, I mean, just so much confidence there to change guns as well in an open gunfight like that and just say, you know what, dude,
it's fine. I got this.
I'm just change guns. Very cool, little cool moves to make. Very risky though, but obviously felt extremely confident in his ability. And this is the thing. I think Valorants do feel very confident. I think that they have that confidence inside of them where they aren't fearful of taking those head-on engagements and just saying, oh well, I ran out of bullets. Cool, I just changed my gun.
Not at all. At least we do have a bit of a buy-up. Empress is going to be coming out from Pledgy, so definitely going to be trying to play this a little bit more aggressively than usual. Toxic screen over on C is going to block out what they want to play there. Double Leo onto B. And Theory just dashing to the back so that Pledgy can get the kill. A sacrifice made for his teammate to give the site over. And Pledgy just such an aggressive stance.
Vector didn't even see him. Didn't hear him, didn't see him, didn't know it was coming. Look at this team go.
Oh my. Run it back, not going to work out all too well. Theory now on the high ground. Sky Smoke's going to block off the angle. And Spike's at least finding a pick. But now we're going to have to duel with Caesar.
Last player standing.
Whilst we have Theory taking down Problem Sucks, it's all up to Spite now. And
look what Valorant does though, the way that they use their various abilities just to close off the site when they're not happy about taking the firefight. They simply just close themselves up and say, okay, you can walk around now, we're not going to do this. And that is something that I find quite impressive. They know when to take the shot and when not to. Theory's hunting, misses it, a little bit late for him. He sees him, he gets it, and now his signature ability, his ultimate is online as well, and we know how much he loves to play with his knives.
And knives extremely, extremely powerful. But looking at what you have with the economy now, taking down Spite there wasn't just I'm here to hunt. That was, we're getting rid of the Vandal he has, so he has to buy another one, and now he cannot buy again in the next round. So they're doing a win more thing, which they're already in the lead, but they're going to keep on pressing the advantage. They are not going to slow down. As you said, they're a rocket ship.
Phew, gone. Here we go.
Now with sound
again.
effects. Okay, Caesar looking into garage, doesn't really find much, so
They found my wire.
Cooks him in a back off. The Spites looks like they want to push forward. Finding Caesar and backing off. I do like this. What LUNAR is doing right now, I do like it. They're quick to rotate. They're not sure where to go just yet, but they're close enough to each other to be able to do things. Although that is a bit of an issue.
A little bit of resurrection happened there. Of course, Sage's signature ability is that she can bring one of the players back to life. She just did that, which is going to put them back on 5 agents ready to go on the attack. Pledgy takes down Spike. Pledgy knows there's someone to his left as well. Takes down Senior Jelly. Gives a little tag of a thumbs up to make sure we all know what he just did. The Spike has been planted. Shuts down Problem Sucks as well. Theory finishes Christian off. Actually, we can hear the players, and you heard someone go, oh, because I think he took that away from Pledgy.
There's been a few times in the Valorunts where they're close to an ace and one of the players just take it away from them. Probably just some friendly banter there that this team loves to have amongst themselves. So looking at this now, 7 rounds up. Of course, there are 12 rounds in the first half. So the way things are going right now, there's still another 5 rounds of the half. We're currently on round 8. But as we said, there's no sign of slowing down. Valorant's amalgamation of White Rabbit Gaming, Punishers, and Equinox all powerhouse organizations and teams.
Take their keyboards away.
Spike, what a nice shot though.
Or shoot them, Spike. That works too.
Now Spike getting the first pick here, okay. Trying to get some more happening with the orbital strike, but it's not going to do all too much. Leo comes out and he is caught in a very, very bad situation right now. And once again, the rotate is extremely, extremely slow from the defenders. Hunter's Fury coming out whilst they're trying to see if that actually manages to hit anyone. And it did manage to hit a few, but nothing all too major. Okay, and
now they just have to wait. I mean, this is the thing. They do this so well, Valorant. So once they've got that spike down, they know. They just hold the angles. That's all you have to do. Just wait, hold the angles.
Caesar's just going to push this. Caesar pushes the smoke. And he's gone all the way to heaven. What is this man doing in heaven? The bomb's about to blow.
It's interesting for me that they're coming after them. Obviously wanted the shot, maybe. I don't know. Just having a...
I think this is just a bit of a... They're having some fun. Some insult to injury. Just to keep their fingers warmed
Dangerous
up.
play though, because sometimes when you get a little bit cocky like that, that is an opportunity for Luna to turn it around. Senior JD says, you don't get to behave like that. Sit down simply, be respectful, and I think that is important to remember as well. As much fun as it is when you're starting to feel super confident, make the mistake and you're going to be punished for it. I kind of feel like they should have just waited it out. They paid for it, simply got taken down. Lesson learned, probably won't do it again.
Yeah. I do feel, however, though, is they were able to take that risk. Their economy is so overinflated right now. They don't have to really worry about losing the next 3 rounds. And to be fair, there are only 4 rounds left of this half. Simply, over and long, Senior Jelly might want to peek this. And with that in mind, Caesar backing off for the aggression from Problem Sucks. Nothing too crazy just yet, although, of course, Simply did get the pick over on C. So now the site is open. They're ready to plant. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing Caesar doing.
Spike planted.
And once again, just so far away. Spite. 3, I think, knows that he's going to be here. Trying to fake him out. Spite so close to getting the kill, but not able to manage the spray all that much. Christian with the Bucky.
This is my thing, right, with Valorants, is there, you saw Spite take the shot, but if you miss that shot, Valorants will punish you. And you saw that straight away. The swing happened, the shot happened, and now Valorants is on 9 rounds. So you need to be 150% sure that when you click that button, it's going to land, the bullet is going to land where you need it to land.
And unfortunately, the way that Valorant is designed, there's actually a first shot inaccuracy for rifles. So even if you can take the first shot, if you're at a specific range or over a certain threshold, your first shot has a chance of missing. It's low, but it's not always 100% up to you. And I feel like in this situation, that plays into Valorant's favor.
For sure, the moment they hear it, they're going to swing and they're gonna shoot you. So you need to be very careful of how you play this. I think Luna needs to rethink the chaos strategy. I kind of think that they're trying to play more traditional though, and it's not really working in their favor. Go back to chaos. Throw something at them they're not expecting.
And Pledgy now wanting to move towards B. Only one player left there. Theory finds Christian, and I don't think that Spitey's going to last very long in this position, although it does want to move further up potentially.
He knows.
Simply knows.
Simply knows.
Player standing.
Simply takes down Spite. Pledgy took down Senior Jelly. Pledgy takes down Problem Sucks. This is just the Pledgy show, and we're all invited to watch 10-0 to Valorants.
10-0 so far. I think that the lead they have is only going to keep growing.
I really do think that Luna needs to shake it up a bit. Stop with the traditional play. It's not working for you. They've got your number. You said that the reason you got where you got was because you were chaotic. They also said to us that a team that is able to put order into their chaotic play style will be their downfall. And I feel like they've kind of fallen back, maybe a little bit scared of Valorant into this more traditional play, which isn't working for them. Go back to the chaos, man. Throw something unorthodox at them. Theory, as I say that, takes down Christian, knows who else is there, gets the height on Senior Jelly. Senior Jelly's now gone.
And with this, I mean, Theory is just having an absolute field day. It's just a playground for him. Problem Sucks. Runs in with the curveball, but it's a little bit too late. Run it back, does take it back, but Theory with the knife.
Theory, that was nasty too.
Yeah, that was probably the nastiest he's had yet.
I sound like a school teacher. I punish him all the time for getting those kills. That was nasty. Now he's got his knives out, so now it's just going to get... I don't even know. Is there another word for nasty? We need a thesaurus hanging around here.
I mean, I don't even think that's needed. And oh, Theory's going to go get this one as well.
With the knives.
Absolutely dubious. Are you happy with that one?
I mean, I feel like
before the
Theory and Pledgy are just having a little competition about who can outfrag one another, right? That's where they're going.
I mean,
just want to remind you that Senior Jelly got the first ace in the competition, and I do believe was the first one to get the 30 bomb.
That is true.
So, no pressure, but Theory, Pledgy, you need to do better, boys.
Yeah, you're only 18-16. You guys have a long way to go.
You got a long way. Senior Jelly still got that 30. I'm just adding some kindling, whatever it's called, to the fire. Don't think they care. They want a victory. It's a team game. But I know secretly they do.
So, Spite here with an off angle from the Sage Wall, but we're not even sure if they're going to push through Garage because what it looks like right now, okay. We could
Spite's
potentially
holding that
see
angle wall. He might be able to get a shot on Simply if Simply moves. There
Simply
it is.
knows.
Spite turned away as Simply went in there. It seemed like he looked away. Not 100% sure he actually realized that Simply was coming across there, where Simply was ready for whatever was sitting on top. He was looking for it the moment he came around the corner.
And look at this hunting. Christian's just waiting here.
Spike
And
planted.
Pledgy wants to find it.
Remaining.
Simply is the one who gets it. And now waiting in heaven so far away from the rest of the map, really, or anyone else. So now Senior Jelly is just going to probably save this one. I mean, although this is the last round of the half, I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure if it's worth it. I think that it's important to go out fighting, especially now, because there's no save available. But
okay,
there we go. Nicely done. Jelly takes out Thuy, has a little, you hear his character have a little giggle.
What? I did not know
Takes
you
out
could
another
go
one.
up there.
Come on, Jelly, come on. Bring
That's
it
two.
back.
3. Oh, okay, not able to. Simply stops his hopes for a fantastic clutch. However, switching sides now. This is match point, and this is where we can have our train, our rocket ship, our whatever. They're going to be leaving the stratosphere of the semifinals and moving up into space at the finals if they manage to win this round. As it is match
come
point.
on, Clappers. If they manage to win, it's 12-0. I mean this in the nicest way. Luna's put up a good fight, but I think that Valorant's got their number. They shut them down. Their chaotic playstyle that got them into the semifinals is gone. They're trying to be a little bit more organized. Valorant's having a little bit of...
having some fun before it gets
Luna's having a little bit of fun, but now it's time. This is it. A spot in the grand finals for the Red Bull Campus Clutch. Valorant is one round away from not only a flawless victory, but also potentially their spot in the finals against Soft Gang. And we're now on board with Thuy.
Oh my word, and he's actually been caught by both the Viper's bites, and he gets taken down by Senior Jelly. Somehow, Christian managed to land both of those on him, and that actually takes down both of them. 4 versus 3, and all of the players on A site. Oh, they're actually going to run through. Oh my, Simply's going to get one. Can he get some more? 0, both left in his clip. It's all up to Cloaks and Pledgy.
Pledgy's got a nice little angle peek there where you can kind of see them. Cloaks is sitting on site, so he can do a little peek around here.
Oh,
he
let's
takes
find one.
beds to dead down. They've got the spike down.
Oh, and down. Christian falls.
Defenders
Cloaks
win.
closes it out. Once again, second time Cloaks has gotten the final kill for the match point. And now we will be seeing Valorant moving over to the grand finals.
Can I say though, Lunar, what a performance. I know that that was not easy. That was not easy to go through. It's so difficult when stuff like this happens, when you play a team like this and it feels like that they're impenetrable, but you did a fantastic job. You can be proud. You drop out in the semi-finals, and now, of course, Valorant moves through the grand finals of the Red Bull Campus Clutch. Soft Gang from Cape Town taking on Valorant's Cloudburst, and I think everyone needs a little bit of time to go restock on their Red Bulls, because when we get back, this is going to be an incredible game.